Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Get up! 180! Right there, 56. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. Hey, ball. Hey.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
One play has them to the 37 here for first and 10.
36. Hold the look. Hold.
They run with Hines. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 35-yard line.
Good. 180. 56. Watch the screen. Hey, 18. Jim. Check 52. Shoot.
On second down, it's Hines. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Get up! 180! 59. You ain't got nothing!
Now Trubisky on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Watch the alert!
Here's Hines on a toss play. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
3rd down and long. 3rd 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 and long. 3
The 7th play now in this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. They'll run it here. This is James Lane. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
They'll run on 1st down. Richard. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 42-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here, come get some.
To throw is Wentz. It's caught by Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Wentz on the bootleg. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go, here we go. 120!
Richard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. This is Richard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This is taken at his 4.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Go! 180! Check, you know it. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Go! 180!
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Oh, you got deep?
On first down, Trubisky. Got his man, it's Eifert. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Steelers first down and goal to go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Run. Check safety, check safety. Alert. Go.
First down, here's White. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Second and goal from the 1.
It's been a long day for you.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, let's get there.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here we go. Waiting. Let's go. I got 19. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Now Wentz on third down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Trubisky. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's good for the Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On first down, it's Hines. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Trubisky to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go. Waiting. Double dog. That's the way.
49, check 49.
They'll run on first down. Richard. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 7, Wentz. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
Mike 51.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. It's brought in by Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, seam 6.
Wentz to throw again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Focus, defense, focus. No. Off.
18.
56 to mark.
Now it's Trubisky. Safarian Jenkins has it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
It's just me and you.
On the ground, Richard. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
At the Steelers' 39-yard line.
Here we go. Back. 180.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. Now he's forced out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Solomon Thomas able to get him for a loss of about 3.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now a handoff to Richard. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's got the hook up with Conley. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 3 buzz.
Now it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Fletcher Cox, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Trubisky. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Fit up, 180. Check 56. Oh, get him, get him, get him. Slam. Lock in, lock in.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick-6. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Trubisky will throw. And he comes back with one complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw again. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
I got you.
They go play action. Trubisky. The Cowboys got it over the middle. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Throwing here, Trubisky. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring him back within 4. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Go. 20. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. He'll find his running back here, Richard. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. On first down, Richard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop him?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. Dorsett's got it. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check, 59.
Hey, exit. Tight down. There you go.
They go play action with Trubisky. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
All day, every day.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's Andy Lee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On first down, Wentz. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing now is Wentz. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's 3rd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw, and down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Move.
Switch gears.
6-6, bullet high.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Move.
56 to Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Stop your whining.
Here's Trubisky. Got his man. It's Eifert. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
180.
Check, 59. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Move.
Hey, alert 3.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Alert.
Mike's 59. Watch the curl. 59's Mike. Check, 59.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Eifert. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Alert.
Mike 5'9.
Hey, Zoo.
We gotta get the stop here, D. Mike, check.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The All-Pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And they take a knee. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were spurred on by a strong performance.